Hello everyone, good to see you. So this is the 21st of February and this is on Sunday. So nice to see everyone. I hope you're having a great Sunday today. So every Sundays I do the weekly Forex forecast. So I will check some charts, Forex pairs and commodities and indexes and see what's happening next week. I will pick the ones that are trending right now on the weekly chart so that you can also check these charts next week. And so let's get started. Just a quick disclaimer, this information is basically based on my experience and knowledge, so when you take trades, please do without risk. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I see lots of traders coming in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining on this live stream for today. Yep. Yeah, Karim, Ambiar, and let me quickly say hi to everyone. Andre, and Lazar, Sinclair, Faya, Alpar, Tien, David, Mikidomo, Skills, Oliver, Tuan, and Danish. Good to see you again, Tuan. Once again, and Chloe, Asif, Tanapol, and Penzar, Giorgio, Tien, and David, Suresh. Thank you for joining, everyone. Good to see you here. It's always nice to see you, everyone. Thank you for the participation. So yeah, looking very smart. Sure, I look professional now, right? So this is my new style. I feel good actually. I feel if I put the tie and this if I put the t-shirt on, I mean not the t-shirt but this like a formal shirt on, I feel better to explain on this market. So I think this is my new style for now. Okay, so let's get started. So first, let's check some charts. So every weekend and Mondays, I check the weekly charts with Ichimoku, and the purple ones are the ones that are trending at the moment. So let me talk about these pairs first. All right, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Richie, Brian, Ahmad, Mohan, Mr. Fernandez, thank you for joining. Yeah, good to see you. Oh, the voice is double. Oh, is it? I think, hold on. Let's see. I think, yeah, looks, hold on. Let me mute and unmute so that. Next. All right, there we go. Hopefully it's okay now. Is it better now? Yeah. Hopefully it's okay now on the microphone. Hello Max, thank you for joining. Mikidomo says it's a tradition to be here every Sunday to see this upcoming week in the market. You look like pro. I am a professional trader, so I mean full-time trader. So and now I look like pro too. Yep, thank you for joining. Basketball, thank you for joining from the US in Xi'an. Good to see you. You should show us professional Japanese outfit. Maybe at some point. I was like thinking about that. I was thinking to dress like a traditional like Japanese outfit, but I decided not to because I don't wear that every day. I prefer these you know these shorts and these ties and everything. Okay, so let's talk about these pairs first and come back to your comments. So first, this is the one that I check on tomorrow, Monday, which is Euro AUD. And Euro AUD daily chart is downtrending, and also the weekly chart is downtrending too. So as per weekly chart, this is a nice downtrend because the Kumo's down, and also Kumo's got thickness to it. So Kumo thickness is very important. If you see Kumo thickness, then this is a stable downtrend. So in this case, I expect the market continue to go down this way on this reverse in wave, like this way, and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span breakout, Chikou span below the candles. So this is a nice weekly downtrend. And just make sure that there is no previous lows in this level, and yes, there is. So at this level of let's see, the week low from the week of 3rd of December 2018 was 1.5346, and the second previous week was the 4th of June 2018. So in between these price levels of 1.35 and 52, 53 and 52, this might be the support line. So yeah, this is downtrending, so I look for the sell chance next week. But in case the market consolidate or be supported and goes backwards, then you shouldn't be enter the market. And you know this retracement or this sideways market by taking daily or forward chart, Kijun Sen, and the Kumo direction. So when you see daily or forward chart Kijun Sen goes flat in this price level, in daily or forward chart, then you shouldn't look for the sell chance anymore because you might retrace backwards. But once again, on this weekly chart basis, this is a nice and stable downtrend. So although I see the consolidating market in near future, I expect the market continue to go down this way. So that's the weekly analysis here. Okay. Oh, the voice is okay. All right. Thank you for the comment. So looks like the microphone is working okay now. Yeah, so let me go to the Euro JPY. Euro JPY is another uptrending market on the weekly basis because Kumo's up and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span also the uptrend. And the previous week we had the wick pointing upwards, and the market resisted at this level, 128.468 level. And this was actually the wick high from the week of 17th of December 2018. So we have the wick pointing, but because we see Kumo up and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span above the candle still, I expect the market goes up this way continuously onwards. So one thing that is also important in this market is that I see this Tenkan Sen bounce. So the market has been supported by this Tenkan Sen once, twice, 3 and 4 times, and it goes up this way. So although we might see some retracement next week, but there's a good chance that the market will be supported by this Tenkan Sen and continue to go up this way. So that is my view also. So we might have some sideways, like consolidating market retracement on the weekly basis, but overall this is uptrending. Or there might be a retest of the previous high level, and it might go up this way too. So yeah, this one I look at the daily or forward chart next week and continue to look for the buy chance. So that's Euro JPY here. And let's go to the pound pairs. Pound USD, Pound JPY are nice trending pairs. So let me start from Pound USD. On weekly basis also we see Kumo up and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span above the candles. And also we see the previous high from the week of 16th April 2018 was at this level, 1.4377. But until then, there is no resistances over here. So I expect the market continue to go up on this one because we still have some room to the resistance level, which is all the way up like a 371 pips above. We have some room to take trades. and also Kumo thickness. We have a nice and thick Kumo here, so this is another good confirmation to follow this uptrend. And also another thing that I wanted to mention is that Tenkan-sen bounce in this case too. We had twice of support by Tenkan-sen on this weekly chart, so if the market goes backwards next time, it might be bouncing off of the Tenkan-sen and continues to go up this way. This might be the scenario too. And you might wonder, so when the market will retrace back to the Tenkan-sen? And in theory, Ichimoku theory, Ichimoku suggests that the market will come back to Tenkan-sen in 9 candles time cycles. So now after this week candle over here, after the support of this Tenkan-sen, we have so far 9 bars up to the last week candle. We have 9 candles. So we might have some retracement in that sense. We might have some retracement back to Tenkan-sen and bounce off next week. So that's one thing that we have to keep in mind. So in Ichimoku theory, it tends to bounce off of the Tenkan-sen or breaks Tenkan-sen in 9-day cycle, 9 candle cycle, and Kijun-sen for 26 cycle, and Senko Span B for 52 cycle. And whether the market will bounce on these time cycles or not, let's say the market goes backwards in like 2 or 3 candles. So let's say in this case, you see twice of supports by Tenkan-sen, and these are only 3 candles. So this is a bit too tight. So in this case, after we take the second support and we count the number of candles to the future, and expect the next bounce might be 9 candles afterwards. So 9 or 10, just 1 or 2 candlesticks difference is acceptable. So it might be next week or next week we might some retracement. So that's one thing. As for Kijun-sen, after the bounce over here on the week of 28th of September, I think we still have more than this is 21 bars, so we still have 5 weeks more until the week of 22nd of March. I expect the market won't come back to the Kijun-sen yet. So as the Kijun-sen goes up, it doesn't touch Kijun-sen, and it touches finally on the week of 22nd of March. So this is the way that Ichimoku works in theory. So you can refer to this time cycle in C markets, and it works on daily chart too. It works on daily chart, 4-hour chart, and I've seen that it works on 1-hour chart too, in the weekly chart. But I don't recommend you to take Ichimoku in lower time frames like 5:15 or 1 minute is too small, too low to use Ichimoku. So that's why I use only Ichimoku above 30-minute or above time frames. So that was the analysis on Pound USD, and also I see a nice uptrend on Pound JPY too. So the Pound JPY, it broke the previous high resistance levels at 146.7 level, and Kumo shows up, and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen up, and Chikou span above the candles too. So there might be some retest next week. In this case, we have the week high from the week of 9th of December 2019. That's a 2 weeks high over here, and also a couple weeks all the way in the back over here too. So now the candle close is above these previous resistance levels. So this is a breakout. This is a clear breakout. So I expect the market go up this way continuously but it might retest and goes upwards too. So anyhow, I look at the daily chart or 4-hour chart next week and expect the uptrend to buy next week onwards. So that's pound JPY here. And let's go to AUD pairs. AUD pairs weekly chart are also uptrending. So let me talk about these ones. So first, AUD USD is a nice uptrend. So, and also there is a Tenkan-sen bounce over here. 3 weeks backwards, there was a Tenkan-sen bounce. So I expect the market go up continuously for the next 6 candles, 6 weeks, until the market retraces backwards to the Tenkan-sen over here. And AUD CAD looks to be the same, looks like the same chart. So AUD CAD is also the nice uptrend. We have nice and thick Kumo here, and up Kumo, up Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and Chikou span above. And this is a nice N wave. It's a nice N wave form like this. So I expect the market go up this way. The last week candle broke the previous high. So I expect a continuous uptrend on this one too. And also AUD JPY is also a strong uptrend. We see also Kumo thickness, uptrend Kumo and Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen up, and Chikou span above the candles. So this is another nice uptrend. So I also expect this one to go up, further upwards. And AUD CHF is also a nice uptrend. It broke the previous high last week and goes up this way. And nice supports by the Tenkan-sen also. So I see bullishness. I see the stable bullishness on this market too. And the CAD JPY is another market that is uptrending. But this one, you have to make sure that the Senko span B becomes flat. So the lower part of this bullish Kumo is called Senko span B, and now this is going down, right? So and Senko span A is going up. So technically, I wait until this Senko span B goes flat and look for buy chance afterwards. This is like Senko span A and B divergence. So when you see, this is kind of rare case. You don't see this often, but if you happen to see the Senko span B goes down and Senko span A goes upwards, then you better not to take trades. It might go backwards. The market might go backwards. So yeah, so that's my analysis on these forex pairs. And let me pick some of other charts that are ranging and share my views. So Euro USD has been ranging the whole time. The last couple of weeks has been ranging, and Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat. So this is still flat ranging, but the momentum is uptrending. I think the momentum is up because the price is simply above the Kijun-sen and the Kumo here, and Chikou span is still above the candles. So that means I still expect the market go up this way in the long term. Now it's in between Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and also daily chart. In 4-hour chart it's flat, so I don't take any trades. But yeah, this is the potential uptrend. So looks like Euro power and Pound power are kind of equal level recently, and that's why we have Euro and USD currency power is kind of equal level, and that's why this Euro USD is ranging. But this is still uptrending, so that means the Euro power might be still stronger than USD. So we'll see what's gonna happen. And also let me mention this Euro Pound. Euro Pound is now downtrending. So in the daily or lower time frames it's downtrending, but on this weekly basis this is not a stable downtrend yet, because it broke the previous low, right? Because it broke the previous low level, which is nice confirmation. Previous low from this is 27th of April last year level, it broke downwards. So I expect the market go down this way continuously, but at the same time it might retrace backwards anytime soon because we still don't see Kumo twist. So this dark gray Kumo is the up Kumo, and this light gray is the down Kumo in my chart color setting. But this dark gray, the up Kumo, is not yet bearish. So I would wait for the bearish Kumo to form, and also Kijun Sen is still in the Kumo, so Kijun Sen should have to come out from the Kumo, and also Chikou span should be below the Kumo too. And then finally, we see this is downtrending on weekly chart. So, but I don't see the downtrend. I don't see these confirmations on weekly chart. So that means in a daily chart, it might retrace. So now we see Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Tenkan Sen also flat in a daily chart. So it might retrace backwards to the Tenkan Sen or the Kijun Sen. And that's why I don't look for the sell chance. But once it breaks, once the market breaks downwards next week, then I just follow the downtrend on the daily chart and take trades. But at the same time, I expect a retracement, as I mentioned, because the weekly chart is not yet downtrending strong. And also, let me mention the USD JPY. USD JPY is also uptrending momentum because the price is simply above the Tenkan Kijun Sen and Kumo here. But direction-wise, this is flat because we see Kumo and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat, but Chikou span above the candles. So I expect the market continue to go up this way on the daily chart basis. So the market might be supported by the Tenkan Sen or the Kijun Sen. I think the Kijun Sen will be a better chance for the support, and it goes up this way. And as for weekly chart, this is now in between the Kijun Sen and Kumo here. So whenever I see the price in between Kijun Sen and the Kumo in any time frames, I don't take trades. So I will wait until the market comes below the Kijun Sen and Chikou span touching, which is another ranging confirmation. So the Chikou span might be resisted by the candles and goes downwards this way, and then I look for the sell chance then. But by then, the daily chart should be downtrending, so I will just follow the daily or forward chart time frame. Yeah, so let me talk about the gold. Commodities, gold and silver and platinum is a nice uptrending, so let me talk about these three commodities, and also I will talk about the crude oil, which is also a nice uptrending on the weekly chart. So first, let me talk about the gold. So yeah, because I know lots of traders are interested in taking trades in gold, but for me, gold is ranging, so I don't even look at the gold right now. On the weekly chart, it's ranging because the price is simply in the Kumo here and the Kumo flat. So this is range in definition of Ichimoku. So, and last week, there's a week low was supported by this Kumo Senko span B level of this Ichimoku, which is 1760.05 level was the Senko span B support, and also there was another previous low level, and also there was a previous high over here. So this is a support level. So unless the market breaks downwards, I won't look for the sell chance. I mean, yeah, price breaks the Kumo downwards, and then Kumo should twist bearish, and Kijun Sen should come below the Kumo, and Chikou span is below the candle, so this is okay. So unless I see Kumo twist and Kijun Sen comes below the Kumo, I won't look for the sell chance on the weekly chart basis, because on weekly it's ranging. And as for daily chart, it's also this is a start of the downtrend, because on the daily chart we see Kumo down and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below the candles. So now this is downtrending. So if I can find 3 confirmations on lower time frames, I will be entering this gold next week and expect the market breaks the previous low like this way. And it's been reversed in the waves. It's been reversed in the waves exactly from the day of the 6th of January. It's been reversing N wave like this way. So I expect the N wave to be continuous downwards like this way. So gold has a high volatility. So make sure you put the stop loss and make sure you only risk 2% per trade. Otherwise, you can lose your account easily. So that's gold. And let's compare the gold with silver on the daily chart. Okay, so silver looks like this. Silver is more of the uptrend than gold in price action, but in terms of Ichimoku, it's range. It's a complete range. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Chikou span above the candles. But because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, I won't look for opportunity on silver yet, unless I see Kumo up and Kijun Sen up this way. And but platinum looks good. The platinum daily chart is now flat consolidating, but it's been supported by this Tenkan Sen, and there's a doji candlestick on last Friday. So if the doji breakout happens upwards, then I expect a continuous uptrend, because the weekly chart is uptrending. On the weekly chart platinum, this is uptrending. We see the Kumo up and Tenkan Kijun Sen up and Chikou span above the candles. So this is a nice uptrend confirmation here. So if we can compare these markets by Ichimoku, then you know which one trending, which one's ranging in this very simple but powerful way. And that's basically what I do every time I look at the charts. So let me talk about the crude oil, which is also a nice uptrending on the weekly chart. We see Kumo up and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up. Chikou span is above the candles, and also this is above the Kumo here. So when you see Chikou span breaks the Kumo upwards, and this is a nice and strong uptrend. Yeah, before that there was a Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen gold cross above the Kumo. So I remember that I was saying that this is a continuous by chance, because you see the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen cross above the Kumo here. So now it looks like it's heading towards the 65.54% 5 level, and I expect the market breaks upwards further this way. And looks like the airplanes flights are coming back. So that also, fundamentally speaking, that also confirms me that the market will be continuously uptrending. Okay, so let me talk about the indexes. So indexes are also trending. The Nikkei is nice uptrending right now. It broke the psychological line of 30,000 level, and this is continuously uptrending. So this is a big news in Japan right now. The market, the Nikkei broke 30,000 level upwards. So we'll see how far it extends upwards. And 3 weeks back, there was a Tenkan Sen bounce. So this uptrend might persist for the next 6 weeks or so. Yeah, in this case, from last Tenkan Sen breakout on the 2nd of November last year candlestick until the market comes back to Tenkan Sen, it took 14 bars or 13 bars. It actually touched the Tenkan Sen. So it was a bit longer than 9 candles as time cycle, but I can see that bullishness, continuous bullishness by this support over here. So let me go to the Dow Jones. Yeah, Dow Jones weekly also a nice uptrending. Yeah, we see Kumo up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span above the candles. So, and after the break of this 30,000 level also, it's been a continuous uptrend, and there is no sign of reversal. on the weekly chart basis. So I expect the market continuously go up this way. And last week was a doji. So when you see doji, if you can remember, you have to always wait for the breakout. Because if you see doji, that means the market was ranging on this week, on the last week. So if it breaks downwards, then no trades, because this is retracement. But if it breaks up, then that will be a great buy chance. And also, speaking of another US market, Nasdaq also has a nice and interesting setup over here. We see Kumo, Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen, Chikou-sen, everything bullish. But one thing that I wanted to mention today is that the on the weekly candle is outside. This is outside candlestick formation. So I would wait for the breakout at this 13,900 level, or the psychological line of 14,000 level. I wait for the breakout and look for the buy chance then. Yeah, this outside breakout is another one of my favorite strategies. So that's what I will be waiting for next week. And S&P is also a nice uptrend. We see this little bit of overshoot by the Tenkan-sen, but after this outside, so here we see another outside bar, and it broke upwards over here now. So, and everything, Ichimoku lines showing uptrend. So I expect the market continuously move up on this one too. And let's look at the Euro stocks here. Euro stocks is also a bullish trend for me because the Kumo Senko span A up and Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span is above the Kumo, above the candles. But one thing, once again, to make sure is that the Senko span B. Senko span B is pointing downwards against the Senko span A direction. So in this case, I wait until the Senko span B becomes flat and look for the buy chance. So in last week was also the doji candle. There is a textbook doji candlestick over here. So simply wait for the breakout and look for the buy chance afterwards is my recommendation. Yeah, thank you for the comments, everyone. I will come back to the comments after I do my analysis. So let me finish my analysis first so that you can focus on my analysis and forecast next week. So here is FTSE 100, and in FTSE here the Kumo is flat now, Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen flat, and Chikou span above the candles. But because everything is flat, this is like the flat ranging market. So I think this is not the time to look for any trade chances. And also we see there is a wick, there is a candle wick over here in the last week. So this might be the sign of reversal. I mean, yeah, so this might become like a head and shoulders this way, and the market might go downwards, backwards to this Kijun Sen. So if we see this confirmation, this like a pin bar, then we better not to look for any trade chances. And let's move on to CAC France. CAC France is also the uptrend, but now we also see the divergence of this Kumo here. Yeah, there is a Kumo Senko span B down but A up, and there is a divergence. So this is a this might not gonna be a stable uptrend unless we see the Senko span B flatness sometime in the future. Yeah. So hold on, let's see. Yeah. So that will be my analysis on this CAC France. but there was a breakout of the previous high level at this 57.26, so it might be continuous uptrend. So the only thing we have to wait is this Senko span B flatness, and then we can become more confident on this uptrend direction. And let's go to Nifty. Yeah, so the Nifty chart is also a nice uptrend. Yeah, on Nifty, I have been saying that this is uptrending, so yeah, you better look for the buy chance. And now this is also a nice uptrend continuously. I don't see any sign of reversal in this case because the Kumo up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and the Chikou span above the candles too. So, but one thing is that I see this outside bar here. I do see the outside formation. So, if the market breaks the previous high at this 15.432, then I will look for the buy chance. But if the market breaks downwards at 14,912, then I will hold. It might come back to Kijun Sen or become sideways. So that's the price action part here. Yeah, and moving on to Hansen Index. Hansen is also a nice uptrend on the weekly chart because we see Kumo, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up and Chikou span above the candles. And on this one too, we see there is a doji candlestick over here. So unless the market breaks upwards on this 31,000 level, I would hold. It's my view here. But this is a nice uptrend, so let's continue to look for some buy chance after the breakout of doji here. Okay, so that's my analysis on the Hansen Index. So let me go to AU200. So this AU200 is also a uptrend, but one thing again is the Senko span B. Yeah, once again, Senko span B is flat, so I won't look for the buy chance. And also there was a previous resistance, and last week was bearish candle. So I won't look for any buy chance at the moment. I think if the market breaks the previous high at this 6,800 or 6,700, then that will be a buy. But after the previous doji, it broke downwards. So I don't think this is good timing to buy at the moment. It might retrace backwards to the Tenkan Sen or Kijun Sen. I see the sign of reversal, so I don't look for the buy chance in this case. Alright, and let's see, Dax Index. Yeah, Dax Index is now flat. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat. But Chikou span still above the candles. So I think I mentioned this one last week, but basically we better wait for the break of this 14,177 level, and then that will be a buy. Otherwise, it might retrace backwards to the Kijun Sen or Tenkan Sen. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this analysis on weekly chart on indexes. So let me review what we have on the news. So on Monday, so this is already the last week of the February. So yeah, let's see what kind of news we have. So next week, on Monday we have UK Boris Johnson's speech, so it might be affected by the news on the speech. So pound, you have to be careful on Monday. And also there's another speech in Euro. So there are two speeches in UK and Euro, so gotta be careful on these Euro and the pound pairs. And towards the end or the beginning of the Asian session, we have New Zealand retail sales, And also on Tuesday, we have another pound news over here. Unemployment rate is also important. I watch this one every time, so this is very important to look at. And also later on Tuesday, we have another speech, governor speech in Canada, BOC speech, so we have to be careful on that one. And moving on to Wednesday, February 24th, we have a couple of other news in New Zealand. We have rate statement and rate decision, policy statement. So this is very important for New Zealand, so we gotta be careful on this one. And then another speech over here. Test fires in US in Feds, so we have to be careful on that one. And on Thursday 25th, we have another news here. We have durable goods and non-defense capital goods orders in US, and also GDP report will be there in the US too, so I will be careful on that one. And Friday the 26th, we have the Swiss franc, we have a GDP report, and that will be the only news that we have to be careful. So next week, the highlights will be the New Zealand policy statement, and also pound, climate count change will be interesting, and also unemployment rate in pound will be also a thing to look at on Tuesday next week. And I think that's pretty much it. And the speeches in the UK and Euro on Monday. So yeah, every time you see markets, make sure there's no news. If there's a news, then you better not to enter. If you have already entered, then make sure you put that stop loss break even before the news, before this big news, so that you don't lose, you don't get caught by these news on the pips. Alright, so let me come back to some comments now. It's pretty much done on my analysis on these forex pairs and commodities and indexes. Yep, so let me come back to the comments now. Thank you for joining everyone once again. And thank you for the reminder, Mr. Fernandez. So if you liked today's live stream already, please press a good button before you leave, so that it keeps me going. So let's see. I get a comment from Basketball. He says, how can Euro be a downtrend on the AUD but be on an uptrend on JPY? So Euro AUD is downtrending because Euro or AUD is strong. AUD is stronger than Euro, and that's why it's going down. But Euro JPY is going up because JPY is weaker than Euro. Yep, and you can see the power of the currency on this currency strength chart. Last Friday, the AUD was very strong and JPY was kind of weak, and Euro is also pretty much at the same level. And on this day, on Friday, last Friday, the AUD was very strong, and NZD was also very strong. So, and that's what makes the currency pairs move. Alright, Dean is still Leo. And Christopher, thank you for joining, everyone. Good to see you here. Let's see. Sian says, in a stock market, it's often happening that you detect a perfect trend on the daily chart according to Ichimoku, but Bollinger Division +3 or even +4, that's too good. Would you wait for a pullback on the daily chart for entry? Yeah, if that's the case, yes, I will wait for the retracement. If that's overshooted or overheated market, like the price in between division 3 and 4, then I have to wait. Yeah, let's see. Alright, Max says, Mr. K, is the Ichimoku you are using the same as the standard on that comes with MT4? No, I don't. I have the Ichimoku indicator in MT4, MT5 with the correct displacement. Because the original displacement, original indicators for Ichimoku on MT4, MT5 is wrong. But TradingView is correct. Yeah, the TradingView is correct, so you can use TradingView for that. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, let me pick up other comment here. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin USD weekly up, daily up, 4 chart up, 1 hour chart ranging, wait for the breakout upwards. Yeah, I think Bitcoin's still uptrending, so basically I wait for the breakout. Yeah, you better wait for the breakout and enter the market. And yeah. So that's my analysis here. Yeah, let me check Bitcoin real quick. I think that will be interesting also for the joiners over here. So wow, Bitcoin is too high right now. This is like unlikely in Forex pair. So weekly chart, yes, it's uptrending. Of course, it renews higher, so all the Ichimoku line shows uptrending. And then the daily chart is also uptrending. Yeah, Kumo up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span above the candles on the daily. And let's see, in forward chart, this is also a uptrend. Yeah, in 4, it's also uptrending. And the market looks to be supported by this Tenkan Sen over here. So I will look for the buy chance on this one. And H1 is flat. Yeah, as Celia mentions, H1 is flat at the moment. So basically, I wait for the breakout at this 5700, 881 level and look for the buy chance afterwards. Now it's flat. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So the market might retrace backwards to Kijun Sen or Kumo. Can be expected. And Chikou span touching too. Chikou span touching with the candles. So this is another sign of the range market. Yep. So I think these are important confirmations if you want to take trades, and make sure you are on the trend. Right? Make sure you're on the trend and take trades. Yeah. So yeah, so let me go to like lower time frames even, because it's moving now. In 30-minute chart, it's gradually moving up. But we have 3 consecutive doji candles. So it's been ranging for the last 1.5 hour. In 15, this is an N wave. So it might go up this way. Yeah, it might go up this way. And on 15, I don't use Ichimoku. I only look at the price action and other indicators. So I better hide the Ichimoku so that I won't confuse everybody here. So after 22:30 yesterday, it's been uptrending on this N wave. So I expect the market goes up this way continuously. Yeah, quite interesting market these days. It's been a strong uptrend, very strong uptrend. Yeah, so let me come back to some of other comments here. Let's see. Okay, all right. Okay, Giorgio says, Mr. K, also pound CHF could be a nice uptrend. Is twisted Kumo on weekly chart. Okay. let's check that one, pound CHF. So let me come back to Forex and let me pick the pound CHF. Alright, so coming back to weekly chart with Ichimoku. Let's see. Yep, there is a breakout. There is a break of the Kumo here. But this one, it might retrace backwards still because we see Kumo uptrending, but the Kumo Senko span AB are in opposite side. And also, Kijun Sen is still in the Kumo here. And the Chikou span is technically below the Kumo here still. So sometimes Chikou span will be resisted by the Kumo and goes downwards. So we have to be careful on the retracement. And let's see, in a daily it's uptrending. Yeah, in a daily chart it's uptrending, so I can go down to lower time frames to look for the buy chance. But I think this is still the flatness. I think we have to expect the higher time frames to be flat. So in a daily chart, it might come back to the Kijun Sen. It might happen like that. It might happen. So after the Kijun Sen breakout over here, let's see how many candles there are. And this is, yeah, up to now, this is 6 bars right now. Six candles. So there might be another 3 candles, 3 bullish candles continuously until the 21st of February, and then retrace backwards to the Tenkan Sen. But anyhow, I expect some kind of retracement in this case on pound CHF, because once again weekly chart is the Kumo is Senko span BA is in opposite side, so I don't think I will look for the buy chance on this one. That's an important point whenever you look at the Ichimoku lines on these markets. Yeah, so let's see what else we can find here. Okay, Asif says, so do you only look at the daily chart, 4-hour time frames for a trend if weekly is trending according to Ichimoku? Like you mentioned with Euro Pound, so avoid the Euro Pound until weekly downtrending. Yeah, well actually I only take daily or 4 to take trace. So even the weekly chart to be flat, I still, even weekly chart flat, and if I see downtrending or uptrending on daily and 4, then I take them. But if weekly chart up and downtrending, but daily chart flat and 4 flat, then I won't take a trade. Yeah, TikTok, thank you for the reminder also. Yeah, if you liked today's one, please press a good button. Thank you for the reminder and joining here. Yeah, let's see. On Euro Pound, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen on 4.01, and now are 33 bars. We have to be careful. Yeah, Euro Pound. Let's see on the weekly chart. Yeah, it's been downtrending, but the Kumo is not twisted yet. And I think what you mean is the daily chart, perhaps. Yeah, so now it's downtrending on this reversing wave, and we do see downtrend on a daily chart. So I would follow the daily chart downtrending, but I don't follow this weekly downtrend because Kumo is still bullish, and the Kijun Sen still in the Kumo, and Chikou span still in the Kumo too. So it might go backwards. Alright, Trader Robbie and Gabriela, thank you for joining. Great to see you here. Thank you for joining. let's see, on CHF JPY on the weekly chart, there is a nice pin bar, could be interesting. Let's see, USD-CHF and pin bar on the weekly chart. Maybe the chart, oh sorry, USD-JPY, sorry about that. Yeah, there are wicks pointing upwards for the last 3 weeks. So it might go down this way. I see the resistance by the Senko span A level, so it might go down. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so what other comments are? Let me see. Alright. So you can put any comments right now in the chat because this is a live stream. So but don't repeat your comments. I have to delete these comments, so don't repeat. Otherwise, you can mention about anything on the markets right now. So this is because this is like free talk now after I've done all these analysis on weekly chart. Yep. On CHF JPY, yep, there's a pin bar. Yep, I've covered that one. Let's see. When would you prefer to buy Euro JPY? Alright, let's see. Euro JPY, let's look into it. And I would look at the daily chart. In daily to be flat, and in H4, H4 is also flat. So you can wait for the breakout of this previous high level at this 128.646 level and look for buy chance then. Yeah, because it's flat in daily and 4, and that means it might come back to the Kumo. And even if we see the uptrend, it might come back to Kumo too. So I would wait for the Kumo breakout, I mean the previous high break on this Euro JP. Okay, Bank India. Alright, let me check that one real quick. I know there are a lot of Indian traders who use Ichimoku. So and it's always interesting to see these markets that I don't really pay attention. So yeah, Bank India, wow, the last week was so huge, bullish. And yeah, of course the Kumo goes up and all the lines move up because this is a spiky kind of uptrend. But so in this case, I look at the lower time frames to see details. So in daily, there is a retracement. There is engulfing outside bar. So I would wait for the breakout of 101.35 in the daily basis, and I do expect that to happen because I still see Kumo and Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen, and Chikou span above, uptrending. Yeah, so the price action is very important. I mean, I combine price action with the Ichimoku on any time frames, and that's why I can expect, the market move afterwards, and also I can forecast the market this way. If I don't know anything about the price action or candlestick patterns, then I wouldn't be able to do these. So yeah, and actually that's my backbone. Price action and lines, candlestick patterns are my backbones, and on top of that I have Ichimoku knowledge. Yeah, Leo, you're welcome. You're welcome. And Golan, good to see you here. Great to see you. Yeah, and Asif, you're welcome too. I hope you can refer to my comments and answers and make your decisions. Yeah, basically I'm here to teach you how to fish, and I'm not here to give you the fish because catching fish is more fun, more enjoyable than just getting the fishes. So that's basically what I do on this YouTube live streams, and that's basically what I teach at this GTS class. So if you're interested on my hands-on training, this is only up to 5 members, so you can reach me and get more detailed information. Alright, let's see. Oh, I get comments now here, so let's see. Gilded says, when you confirm a trend, how and when do you know when it will be ending, or how many pips it will move before it reverses? So I don't go for the pips for the reversal confirmations. I see Ichimoku lines for the reversal confirmations, and also the price action also. So let's say I think I can we can talk about some previous market. So yeah, let's see. Let me pick a good example. So yeah, for example, this one, pound JPY is nice uptrending, as I mentioned before, and this is a daily chart. And so how I expect the market retrace backwards is, first, the Kumo should be flat and Kijun Sen goes flat this way. Tenkan Sen goes up, it's okay because Tenkan Sen is short term. But once I see Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, then if I see, let's say pin bar, and on the next candlestick if it breaks downwards, then I won't take a buy. I think this is the end of the uptrend, and I will look for the exit timing. Yeah, and also in this case, once the market breaks that Tenkan Sen, then that will also be an exit timing because it's been supported by the Tenkan Sen a couple of times here. So I see these patterns also by Ichimoku lines, and look for the potential targets. So I don't really set the target level. I mention targets on my analysis on this trading view. I do mention about the targets, but it doesn't mean that I exit there. I mention targets because I expect some kind of retracement or some kind of a consolidation on that level, and that's why I mentioned that. But if the Kumo goes up and Kijun Sen goes up still at the target level, and it can go upwards this way, like in this chart, there were previous highs at this level, and now there's a weak high all the way over here. But because I see the Kumo uptrending and Kijun Sen uptrending continuously, I still expect the market will break in this range, upwards this way. But once I see Kumo goes flat and Kijun Sen goes flat, then so that means the market consolidating. The market is not really renewing higher or renewing lower, and that's why the Kumo goes flat and Kijun Sen goes flat. Then it might go backwards. So I won't take any buys, or I will exit over here. I hope that makes sense over here. Alright, let's see. Alright, Laser says, please elaborate more in GBP GD. I'm not sure about the GD. Is it GU or GJ? If you can mention again, that would be great. Let's see. Trishan says, what is your process on backtesting, and how long did you backtest your strategy? So I used to backtest on the paper. I think I posted the picture long ago on the community, but I used to take trades. I used to backtest. I print out the papers on daily chart and 1 hour chart. I print them out, and I just mark when it's trending and when it's ranging on these 2 time frames, and when both time frames are trending, I take trades. And when one of these time frames ranging, I don't take trades. So I did it for the last 5 years on these USD JPY and Euro JPY, of these major pairs, Euro Pound, Euro USD, and a couple of other major pairs like Pound USD, Pound JPY. I did it for the last 5 years manually, and that's how I came up with this strategy. So you can try. You can print out on the paper on the past charts and manually check when it's trending. When Kumo goes up, Kijun Sen goes up, you manually check, and when it goes flat, you check it, and you look at the 1 hour sheet, and you also check when it's trending also. Yeah, and for the back testing on the PC, I use the Forex Tester 4 to back test, and it saves a lot of time for me. Yeah, back testing takes time, and it takes effort also, but it's required to test your own strategy, and also psychology. You have to test it. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, USD CHF. Yeah, USD CHF. Yeah, I already checked that one. Yeah. Alright, Gilad, thank you for joining from Israel. Good to see you. Let's see. Please speak about secret of span A more, please. Oh, span A secret. Okay, so span A. Let me mention one of the secrets here today. So, Senko span A is the upper part of the Kumo when it's uptrending. And when you see Senko span A retracing, then you don't want to take trades. So let's say this is not a good example, but let me pick up other chart where Senko span A retracing. Or maybe here, this is a good example. So this is USD CAD in the daily chart, and as you can see here, this is downtrending. It's downtrending, and the Senko span B only either goes flat or down when it's downtrending. It never goes up, Senko span B. But Senko span A goes down or flat, and sometimes it goes backwards. So when exactly went backwards on Senko span A was, for example, over here, you see retracement of Senko span A, and also retracement over here too. You see Senko span A goes against the direction of Senko span B, and basically these are the points when it makes the Kumo thinner and thinner, and eventually it will make the Kumo twist. So, and when you see these Senko span A retracements, you don't want to take trades. And most of the time, the Kijun Sen should be flat. So, yeah, on these retracements, you don't want to take trades because that's when the market retraces backwards this way. When the market goes backwards this way, That's what makes these Senko Span A retraces. So if you see this Senko Span A retracement, then at least you wanna wait until it goes down this way. So you wanna wait until the Senko Span A goes down this way, which was I think somewhere over here, or Senko Span A goes downwards, which was like over here on this bearish candle, where the Senko Span A goes downwards. And now the Senko Span A has been continuously downtrending, and the market is also going down this way. So yeah, I think if you want to call the secret, this is I think one of the important knowledge to know about the Senko Span A. So Senko Span A is like the Bollinger Bands. You know, when you think about Bollinger Bands, that's when it's downtrending, that's the lower part of the Bollinger Band that is retracing. The upper part, it goes downwards. Like so this is Bollinger Bands. So if you see these Bollinger Bands as Kumo, I think this is easier to understand. But when it's going down this way, I see squeeze, I capture squeeze on these lows. On these lows are the ones that squeezes, but upper part of the Bollinger Bands, it tends not really squeeze. So maybe over here is a good example. Like over here, it doesn't really squeeze, right? But Senko, not the Senko Span A, sorry. This lower part of the Bollinger Bands squeezes, and that's what I mean by squeeze. So yeah, so same as Kumo. When you see the rollback on this Senko Span A, that's when the market retraces backwards, and you don't want to look for any trade opportunities. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to everyone. Let's see, a TikTok lover says, how many hours of daily screen time do you allow yourself? 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Yeah, just to screen the markets, it doesn't take long. Because I only look at Kumo and Kijun-sen angles, and for additional confirmations, I look at Tenkan-sen and Chikou span and price action. But basically, I only see Kumo, Kijun-sen angles, and it doesn't take me that long to screen. So I screen chart 3 to 5 times a day. So in the morning, in Japan time, I check charts. And mostly it's ranging. So usually I don't take trades. And I come back to chart afternoon time. After London Open, I check charts, so which is 5 p.m. Japan time, I check. And if I see some trending pairs, then I take trades. And then I come back to chart at 9 p.m. 10 p.m. Japan time, which is before the live stream starts, and also which is the New York Open. I check charts. So I check chart 3 times for sure, and also in between morning to afternoon, I mean evening time, until London Open starts. For example, like 2 p.m. Japan time, I check chart, and in between London Open, New York Open, let's say like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., I check charts too. And the rest I don't take. I don't look at the chart unless I'm in the position. Yeah, and I think that's why I do other things like this. I do YouTube live streams and I do other services, and simply because I don't take so much time on taking trades. Before, especially when I was scalper, I took almost like on all day long to check charts, markets, news, and Twitter. I checked almost everything. when I was scalping, but now I save time to screen. But when it comes to the entry chance, I take it and I try to extend as much as possible. And this is about time efficiency. Yeah, you don't get paid according to how many hours you watch charts or how many trades you take. You don't get paid accordingly in Forex or any markets, but you get paid according to the fact that you're right or wrong, simply in the direction. And that's why you don't want to take so much time. Sometimes even if you take like 3 hours, 5 hours in the market, sitting down the chart and look at the chart 5 hours, but you don't make any profits out of 10 trades, and you don't want to do that. Ideally, you check charts very short time, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You check charts and take trades and just keep it run. I think this mindset is very important. Especially if you want to become a full-time trader, this is important. Unless you want to see chart all day. I'm not the person who wants to see chart all day, so that's my style. Let's see. Silo says, looking at the BK of India daily chart, do you expect the gaps to fill? Maybe. Yeah, if the gaps will be filled, then you better not look for buy chance anymore. You mean Nifty chart, is it? Or Bank of India. Sorry, so I think that was this one. Oh, you mean this gap in here? Yeah. So if the gap will be filled next week, I mean on Monday, if the gap filled, then it might go backwards. So yeah, you better not look for buy chance anymore. Yeah, better to look for buy after the break of the previous high, 101.25. Then buy is my advice. Otherwise, no trades. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, Shanti, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, Mikidomo says the people like to receive the fish without sacrifice. Brian says, give a fish to a man, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, if you think catching a fish is sacrifice, then I don't think Forex trades is not for you. Because I don't see this sacrifice. I see this as a professional job that I do in order to get returns. So yeah, I think that's about the mindset. Oh, gold. All right, Lazar, gold. All right. Yeah, the gold, I already checked it before, but let me see. Let me remind about the gold because I think there are a couple of new traders here now. So yeah, the gold, first the weekly chart, it says the gold has been supported by this Senko span B level, which is at 1784 level. And also there are previous support and resistance. So I would recommend you to look for sell chance after the breakout of the Senko span B if you can sell it. But if you're looking to buy, then this is not good. This is not the good timing, because even the market will be supported by this support and goes up this way, it might create the P wave and it goes down this way. So if you're looking to buy on the weekly chart basis, I would wait for the common breakout and buy. Or if you can't wait that long, then I would look at the daily chart and I would buy after the Kumo breakout and Kumo twist happens and Kijun Sen goes above the candle and Chikou span breakout happens, then that will be a buy chance. As per Ichimoku analysis, that will be the buy chance. And there might be double bottom here. There might be double bottom, or there might be inverse head and shoulders like this, and the market might go up afterwards. That can be another scenario if you're looking to buy. Let's see. Yeah, Rahul. Oh yeah, Bitcoin analysis is already over, but yeah, we can talk about Bitcoin again. But let me pick up some other comments here. Alright, Kalama, thank you for joining. Great to see you here. Yes, Celio, yeah, that's a single span A secret if you want to call it. Yeah. Yeah, single span A is also very important. Otherwise, Goichi Hosoda wouldn't show single span A. Hello Kenley, thank you for joining. Great to see you here. Thank you for joining on this relaxed Sunday. Let's see, KDMFX says the touch of the top Bollinger Bands is the one which pushes price down. Yeah, that's true. But unless you confirm the close price, you cannot confirm the bounce. And that's true on any indicators that takes the close price, like moving average, stochastic, MACD, RSI, or Bollinger Bands. They take close price to calculate. So unless you confirm the close price, you will never know if that's going to be bounce or not. And that's why, you know, it's called they repaint. They give you another signal, like they redo signals because the close price will be changing. But Ichimoku, it doesn't change. If it breaks down, then that will for sure make the lines to move down, because Ichimoku takes the higher price and lower price. And that's what I like about Ichimoku. Yeah, Ahmad, you're welcome. You're welcome. And TikTok lover, you're welcome too. Okay, KDMFX says that when you draw your trend line, does it have to touch 3 points before the breakout? Yeah, that's a rule. So if you want to draw the trend line, then let's say I've seen some traders draw the trend line like this way. So you see two bounce, and the market, you expect the market go down this way. It might happen. It might happen, but this might not gonna be so reliable because there are only twice of resistances. But let's say like this one, if I can draw another trend line upward like this way, then this one, it touches more than 3 times. Let me cancel Ichimoku here. Yeah, it touches once and twice, 3 times and 4 times here. And that's why when it breaks, it goes down sharply. Or there was a good chance that the market was supported and goes up this way too. But in this case, it broke in downwards. So make sure you draw the lines with the 3 points touches on these lines, so that it works better for you for the future reference. Let's see, Kenchu says, hi Kei, can Ichimoku shows a overbought level? Yes, they do. It does. If you see thin Kumo, then that's overbought. signal. Alright, Budika and Griffins, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. Sinan says, I can't thank you enough, Kay. Thank you. Thanks to you, I saved so many time. Sure. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's my purpose, to do these videos and lives every day. Yeah, tomorrow I might be going out from home, so tomorrow might be a video, but it's going to be either live or video every day for sure. I made myself a bit more flexible in the month of February, and I like this style because before Monday was live, and Tuesday, Wednesday was videos, and Thursday live, Friday live, and Saturday video, and Sunday was live. It was like that from until January, but you know, because I have sometimes appointments at night in Japan time, so in that case I can't do the live, so that's why I became more flexible. Yeah, Laser, you're welcome. I hope you got the idea of this trend line bounce. Okay, let's see. Let me go another 10 minutes and end the live stream, because I can just keep going on, but I think it's time to take a shower, take a bath, and go to bed. So 10 more minutes, let's enjoy the conversation. Matthew says, how can I price stop loss using Ichimoku on an hour time frame? The stop loss for Ichimoku base should be the Kijun Sen. When it's trending, it should be at the Kijun Sen. Yeah, Brian, you're welcome. You're welcome. You get some Japanese words there. Let's see. Giorgio. Oh yeah, thank you for the words. Thank you for the words. I hope you learn something new on my today's live stream as well. I try to be informative. Yeah, I try to be informative as much as possible, because you take time to watch my video and lives, and I don't wanna waste your time on my live streams. You know, nobody wants to waste time, so I try to be flexible and I try to be informative as much as possible. So hopefully you like my style like this way. And now I look kind of professional, so yeah, it's my style now. Oh, Maru-san, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. Yeah, the live stream will be ending in about like 10 minutes. But yeah, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. Just enjoying the free conversation style now. Okay, so let's see. Dylan, thank you for joining from Jamaica. Good to see you here. Okay, let's see. Could you check Chf Jpy, the weekly chart, and give us your opinion? Yeah, Chf Jpy, I think I've checked that one earlier, but let's see. Okay, where is it? The Chf Jpy. Oh, it's not here. Hold on, let me put that one newly. Okay, yeah, Chf Jpy weekly chart. Yeah, it's uptrending. It's uptrending, but it doesn't really break the previous high because last week we had the wick, so it might go down. But Kumo shows up, and Kijun Sen shows up, Tenkan Sen shows up. So if we have Chikou span break, then I think that will be a great buy chance on the weekly chart basis. And oh yeah, so there are couple of previous resistances once, twice, and 3 times. So yeah, this is the first time, and there was also a resistance over here too. So looks like it's been resisted. But now, important thing is that this is uptrending. So although we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times of resistance, I expect the market goes up this way continuously, and simply because this is in the P wave. This is in ascending triangle, like this way. So I expect the market goes up continuously. So once I confirm the uptrend on the daily chart or the 4-hour chart, then I will look for buy chance next week. So let's see, in the daily chart it's flat still. Oh, the wick was actually outside bar. The wick on the weekly chart was outside on the daily chart. So if I see the Kumo up, Kijun Sen up, then I look for the buy. And also, for sure, if the market breaks the previous resistance at this 118.86 level, then that will be also the buy. So that's a daily chart. And let's see, in 4-hour chart it's retracing. Yeah, it's retracing backwards now. So you see Senko Span A retracing. This is a secret that I gave you today. When you see Senko Span A retracing, then no trade. Better to wait until price comes back above the Kumo and Kijun Sen goes up and Chikou Span break and look for the buy chance then. That's my advice on this 4-hour chart time frame. Yeah, let's see. Can you analyze Euro Pound and CAD JPY for next week? I already made some analysis on Euro Pound and CAD JPY, so please check the archive and you can find my analysis. But Euro Pound is ranging, and CHF JPY is now trending, and CAD JPY is trending too on the weekly chart. How long have you been trading for? Me, it's been 2 months. Oh, I've been trading for the last 7 years. In the first 2 years was losing break even, and from the third year, I became profitable. Oh, Celia, you have to go. All right. So I hope to see you again. Thank you for joining today. Okay, Juan says, how Ichimoku shows the overbought and oversold. Yeah, can you show it please? Yeah, so overbought and oversold signals are confirmed by these, how do you say, like the Kumo thickness. So let's say in CHF JPY daily chart, if I look back the chart, for example over here, you see Kumo very thin. And if you see the Kumo thinness over here, then that's when the market goes backwards this way. Or it tends to go backwards. And same is true in the past too. If you see the Kumo thinness over here, then the market goes backwards like this way. Yeah, so that's how you can capture these overbought or oversold signals by Kumo. So let's see, but this one is nice. This is a stable uptrending because the Kumo is thick enough. You see Kumo is thick enough and long enough, so it can be a continuously uptrending until we see Senko Span A retracement. This is a nice uptrend all the way. But if you see the Kumo thin part, like over here too, it tends to last short. It doesn't really go long, and it goes backwards. I hope that makes sense. Yep, you're welcome everyone. Oh, KDM, thank you for the subscription. Yeah. I hope you can continuously learn from my channel. And Eddie, you're welcome too. And yeah, Maru-san, yeah, there were lots of spamming in the past. So yeah. It was I was kind of busy managing all these messages before. Alright, so I guess it's about a time to go. So I guess I will be ending the live stream. So yeah, once again, tomorrow is Monday. On Mondays, I usually run the Forex Tester 4, but tomorrow I might have to go out at night. So in that case, I will record a video and upload on Ichimoku strategy, so you can join and you can enjoy the video tomorrow. And if you are interested to master Ichimoku strategy, then I have Ichimoku community and also GTS class. So if you're interested on one of these services, you can write me an email and get details. Alright, so yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I do see some couple more comments, but I'm sorry I have to go. So please remind me on future lives so that I can, do more explanations and analysis for you. So yeah, have a great Sunday, everyone. Have a great weekend, and let's catch some trends next week by Ichimoku. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne everyone. Thank you.